In this video, I'm going to show you how to use these logarithmic properties to either expand or condense a logarithmic expression. The first one that you can see here is the product property. So if you have log base b of m times n, you can separate that into two different logs that you are adding together. So they both have the same base for their log, and you will separate the m and n and just add them. Same kind of thing for the quotient property. For log base b of m divided by n, or m over n, you'll separate them so that they have the same base that they started with, but you will subtract them. So log base b of m minus log base b of n. The last one that you see here is the power property. So log base b of m to the nth power. In order to use the power property, you just take your exponent, multiply it out front, and then you keep your same log with the base and your original number here. Okay, so let's look at expanding them first. I have log base 6 of 3 times x to the 4th. The first one that I'm going to use is the product property. So I'm going to separate that into the two things that are being multiplied together, which would be 3 and x to the 4th. Remember, the product property tells us that instead of multiplying, we can separate them and add. So this would be log base 6 of 3 plus log base 6 of x to the 4th. Okay, it's not fully expanded. This one is here, but over here, I still can use the power property because I have x to the 4th. Okay, you're going to take your exponent and you bring it out front. Okay, not out front of this one, just this one, because this is the one that it goes to, and then you'll keep your x here. So this would look like log base 6 of 3 plus 4, remember bringing your exponent out, times log base 6 of x. And now this is fully expanded here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for this one. Ln is just the natural log, so log to the base of e. This is 5 over 12x. Okay, this is the quotient property that we're going to be using first. Quotient property allows us to separate them by subtraction. So this would be ln of 5 minus ln of 12x. Okay, this is product property. Okay, this is fully done. It's expanded all the way. There's nothing else I can do with this one. But this one, I have 12 times x here for this natural log. So I'm going to use the product property again. ln of 12 plus ln of x. Okay, product property is, instead of them being multiplied together, you can separate them to where they have the same log or natural log, but you add them instead. Okay, you can do all of this in reverse to condense logarithmic expressions. Okay, so for this one, you're just going to look and see what you have here. In between these two logs, I have a minus sign. Okay, that reminds me of the quotient property, because for quotient, if it was something divided by something else, I separated that and it was subtraction. Okay, I'm just doing the opposite of this. So I'm going to put these logs together, and instead of having x minus n, it'll be x over n. Sorry, not n, 9. Okay, instead of x minus 9, it's x over 9. Okay, same thing for this one. Because I just have pluses and minuses, you're going to start doing left to right. Okay, just like you would for any normal order of operations. Go left to right. So I'm going to do, let's do this one first. Okay, the reason that I want to do this one first is because it has the power property, and I know that because it has a number out front. So what you do with this one is take this number, and it's going to become your exponent. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything except for that ln 4 plus ln, this is going to be 3 cubed minus ln of 12. Okay, so I didn't change the left and the right. All I did was use the power property to bring this exponent back up here where it goes. You can either change this now to what 3 cubed is, or you can leave that for the end. Okay, I'm just going to leave it for now. Now I'm going to go left to right. So if I have plus, that means that these two numbers are getting multiplied together. Okay, it's just the opposite of the product property. So keep your log or your natural log, in this case it's ln, and then I'm going to multiply these things together. So 4 times 3 cubed. Okay, and just write this here for now, ln of 12. The next step would be to get rid of this minus sign. So I can combine these logs. So minus brings to mind quotient property, which is when you divide something, you end up subtracting them. So they have the same base, both the natural log. Now I'm going to have 4 times 3 cubed over 12. Okay, because it was this minus 12, so I'm going to put that over 12 instead. This you can just put in the calculator. I like just this part, the fraction. I don't have a calculator handy, so I'm going to do the long way. This would be 3 over 12. Okay, so 4 times 3 cubed, that was 3 times 3 times 3 over 12. Okay, I know that 4 times 3 is 12, so those will cancel out, and then I just have 3 times 3, which is 9, so this reduces to the ln of 9. But like I said, if you put this part in the calculator, it'll reduce it to 9 for you.